Good morning. This is Ramblings with Joe. I'd like to talk about peace, not Middle Eastern peace or peace in the world or peace, that you strive for with a community, but inner peace. Finding that ember of peaceful serenity within oneself. And I think there are a lot of avenues to find it, and there are a lot of avenues to attain that sort of inner peace. And I don't think it's something that can be sustained permanently. We live in a very, very uproarious world. So inner peace will always be disturbed by our environment. But I think there are signs as to whether you have a healthy inward feeling about the world. And I think those signs, the outward signs, can be they can be a huge number of things. But one of the things that I've noticed is people that aren't happy with themselves or with the world around them are very destructive. And I don't mean that they're wrecking cars or, breaking windows, stuff like that. I mean, they're very destructive on a small level. If you're not happy, well, for instance, in my line of work, a lot of times we drive each other's trucks. And if you're not a happy individual, you'll tear up the inside of the truck a little bit at a time. I know some of this can be kind of blamed on being fidgety, but there's being fidgety, and then there's peeling away buttons and seeing these buttons just turn to dust in a truck that's, only a few years old. We use our equipment a lot. It's pretty heavy duty equipment. For someone to tear up the inside of a truck, it has to be with intent. It has to be with the desire to do harm to the cab of the truck. And I've noticed that coming in behind people who aren't happy, that the trucks are always trashed. I don't mean trash all over the place. I mean, the steering wheels are tore up. The buttons on the dashboard are tore up. At one truck I drove a few years ago, I got in it one day. The window buttons were perfectly fine. I get in it the next day, and the window buttons are laying on the floor. They're just tore to hell and busted. And it was obvious that this was done in a moment of anger. I try to treat the world gently. I try to treat, my belongings gently, and I try to treat the rest of the world gently. And when I find myself not treating something gently or with the respect that it probably deserves, I have to stop and look in on myself. And I have to wonder, why am I upset today? I think another thing, when people are not at peace with themselves, I think those people have a lot more road rage. I think those people are very angry at the people around them. I've talked about it before. My philosophy on driving a vehicle, whether it's a 18-wheeler or a motorcycle, anything. We are human beings, and every one of us make mistakes. And that includes on the road. So when someone makes a mistake on the road and I catch it, sometimes I get mad. But for the most part, I try to remind myself that human being just made a mistake. And I will eventually also make a mistake. And I hope that someone catches my mistake. That way, nobody gets hurt. No damage to any equipment. I think it's really easy to let yourself get angry. And I think that initially, when you do get angry, there's loss of control. You have to wrestle that control back into your control, back into understanding that you're out of control, even if it's just for a second. This is when things happen that we regret for the rest of our lives. We have to control our emotions. The emotions that we have are there for a reason, but like anything else, they can be abused. We have to treat them gently as well. I guess what I'm saying is, treat the world gently. And when you find that you're not treating the world gently, when you're not trying to enhance and you're finding yourself destructive, maybe it's time to look in instead of looking out at what you're mad at. This has been a very trying week for me. Still have a little bit of soreness in my back, but on we go. Onward. Nose to the grindstone, as they say. I don't know who they are, but they say it. I'm going to go downstairs and, almost forgot. Someone left a comment on YouTube about the new intro song that I'm using, the new music. She said, I need to have a rave in the background. So I'm going to change my music this morning. I may change it back. I may find something a little bit more mellow. I do these in the morning, and I'm kind of trying to put out a mellow vibe. So to the lady that told me that I needed to put a rave in the background of my opening music, I'll fix that this morning. I hope that you all go out and you have a fantastic day. I hope that you all go out and enjoy your weekend. And I hope that you can find peace within yourself. I hope you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, ciao.